So are you looking for a USB microphone for your YouTube channel or to do some voiceover work or maybe some podcasting? I've got one from Movo, the UM700, and that's coming right up. So now we're looking at the Movo UM700. First, a little disclosure. Movo did send me this microphone for my honest, unbiased review of this microphone. They didn't pay me to do the review. They didn't ask me to say anything particular about this microphone at all. They just sent it to me and said, hey, tell us your thoughts on it. So I'm telling you my thoughts. So what are some of the things I like about this microphone? Well, first off, let me tell you about Movo. I first got turned on to Movo when I came across their VXR10. That is a little bitty microphone that I was so shocked at the quality of audio that came out of that I started using it on my GoPro. I use it on my DJI Osmo Action. I use it on my Lumix G7. I've got one for my Canon M50 that I'm recording on right now. And by the way, the audio that you hear is actually coming from this new USB microphone. So just to give you a little rough idea, I love its frequency response. It is 20 to 20, so it captures the full human hearing range. And I have a voice that's a little bit lower than the average person, so I've got the gain set to about 60% on the back, and I want to just do a quick little comparison because right now I've got the VRX10 that's actually hooked up to the Canon. So let's just do an audio test with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the USB UM700 microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you can see a little bit of the difference. Now, this microphone boasts a lot of great things. Its build quality, number one, is all out of solid steel. Very, very nice. You've got a nice mute button up front so that if you're doing a podcast or you're doing a live stream, you can actually mute that. Right now I've got it approximately about 12 inches from my mouth. So, and like I said, I've got the gain on the back of the microphone set at about 60%, and I'm running it through Audacity right now, and the input on that one is also set at 60%. So just to give you a little rough idea of what the audio is. And on the back side, you've got a directional pattern that you can actually choose from. The different pickup patterns that are available on the back of the microphone are a stereo pattern, omnidirectional pattern, cardioid pattern, which is what I've got right now, and a bidirectional. And bidirectional would be very good if you're doing like an interview with somebody and they're right across from you. So you've got the capsules that are right across from each other. Now, I do have to address the elephant in the room a little bit because some people will say that, well, my gosh, this UM700 sure does look familiar. Looks a little bit like, let me get this microphone. Looks a little bit like the Blue Yeti microphone. And it does. It does look a little bit like it. It's in the same price range of it. Actually, it's a little bit less expensive than the Blue Yeti. Build quality wise, like I said, I think it's very, very nice. I think it gives a good representation of my voice. But I do want to talk about one thing. And I've seen this happen before with a lot of people, and bless their heart, and I've seen them do it with the Blue Yeti, and I just want to kind of just address it because, not that it's funny, because it's not, but a lot of people don't know where the pickup is for this microphone or for the Movo. It is not at the top. So the microphone capsule is not pointing out of the top of the microphone. So you don't have to talk into it like this. The capsule is actually in the front and in back. So you can talk this way into the microphone and get picked up. Don't talk this way into it because you'll end up having to put the gain up so high that you'll actually start to distort a lot of the audio and you won't be able to get that rich, crisp audio that you want. So since we're talking about the elephant in the room between this UM700 and the Blue Yeti microphone, let's do a little comparison. Let's go from this Movo UM700, then we'll go over to the Blue Yeti, and do a comparison, and then back to the Movo, and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Okay, now I've got the Blue Yeti plugged in. It is set to the same gain value. I've got it plugged into or running through Audacity at the same gain input level. So we'll do a quick little test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now back to the Movo UM 700. All right, now back to the Movo UM 700 USB microphone. So now you have an opportunity to listen for yourself the difference between the two audios and how they sounded running through the same software, Audacity, at the same exact input gain levels so that you can determine for yourself. I really like it. The pros. The build quality is exceptional on this microphone. I like the price point. I mean, at under $100, you're getting a very nice microphone that has a very good sound to it. I like the fact that it has different pickup patterns on it so that you can adjust it. I like the fact that it has a gain knob so that you can adjust the gain from the microphone going into your computer. I like the fact that it has a headphone jack so that you can live listen to yourself and how you sound. I like the fact it's got a mute button on it, and because that does come in handy if you happen to clear your throat or whatever and you're doing an interview and you want, or you're doing a live podcast and you want to be able to mute that out, or you're yelling at your child or your dog's barking in the background and you got to yell at it to be quiet. That way you can mute the microphone. I do like those aspects of it. Now, we do have to talk about a con, and it's me just nitpicking right now because it is 2020, and I love Movo for the quality and the price point of all the products that they bring out. If there's two cons that I could say about this microphone, remembering that you have to keep the microphone a little bit further away from you, because if you do bring it up closer, you need to put a windscreen. Whether you purchase a separate windscreen and mount it to the mounting of the microphone and put it in front of the capsule so that you get rid of some of that percussive noises. I mean, back in the day, we used to take pantyhose and put it on a ring and put it in front of the capsule, and that would be enough to keep the percussive sounds from hitting that microphone capsule. But the other two cons that I would say is, first off, the length of the USB cable is enormously short. It has got to be maybe 20 inches at the most, maybe 22 inches. I didn't measure it. I may measure it and put a little description right here to let you know the exact length of it. And then it's not even using a micro, it's USB to not a mini USB like the Blue Yeti. It's actually using a micro USB that plugs into the bottom of this Movo. And my concern is, for a lot of people, a micro USB is so small. I can see that in the future with a lot of plugging, unplugging, you may actually damage either the plug or, God forbid, this cable's so short that it pulls on the cable and breaks the plug. Those would be the only two things that I would say are a con about this microphone. But all in all, I like it. I think it has a very good sound to it. What I'll do is I'll put a product link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. Like I said, Movo did not pay me to do this review. They said I could do whatever I wanted. They just wanted to send it to me and said, hey, check out this new microphone that we got, and we'd like to get your opinion on it. I think all in all, I think it is a great microphone. I love the sound that comes out of it. So I hope you guys have yourself a very good day. Yes, I'm starting to lose my voice. It's been a long one. But until the next video, have yourself a good one. And remember, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing because it costs you nothing. Bye.